My name is Michael Trout, and I want to share with you PlayFoundups, a real game of Risk. If you're old like me, you remember a game called Risk. Well, that's what we're building on Ethereum. But before I talk about that part of PlayFoundups, which is gamified, which is fun, which is going to drive people to launching Foundups, let me explain to you the process and how Foundups happen. This diagram is actually a mashup of a diagram that I shared with one of the founders of Ethereum back in 2011. I was trying to recruit him to our team. Now, I was unable to build Ethereum because basically I couldn't find funding. After spending a couple years looking, I couldn't bring on developers. But the good news is Ethereum has built what I was calling the Open Startup Innovation Framework. They've built the foundation. They have built the Open Innovation Framework that will allow us to code out a very important app called PlayFoundups. Now, I would encourage you to listen to Stefan's talk on Ethereum. The first part of the talk is about Bitcoin, and this is the magic. I never comprehended or understood the opportunity that Bitcoin represented in building OIF, the Open Innovation Framework. So in the talk, you'll hear Stefan basically talking about a new business model. Well, this business model is what I shared with Mihail called passive crowdfunding. The business model is really simple, and what it is basically, hey, anytime you like, you follow, you do any action on the web, it's going to generate a small amount of Foundup dollars. Foundup dollars are tied to Ether. Ether is tied to Bitcoin, right? So every time you interact with anyone on the web, you create what I call social valuation. It's called the VVR engine, which is FX, which we're currently coding right now. And that VVR engine is a Foundups extension that's going to be on every social media site, and it's going to create this new business model. FX is going to play a very important role, which I'm not going to talk about in this video. As people validate an idea, what happens is the team that will automatically assemble, and you can see how our team's coming together on Foundups because our team's automatically assembling, will create what's known as a proof of concept. The idea levels up, and this proof of concept then becomes a team. And every time we reach these various different milestones, the soft protos, what we're working on right now in FX, is actually kind of like they're working models which aren't necessarily tied to a database, right? They don't have all the strings attached. Passive crowdfunding will raise so much money, right, passively, without any effort, just people liking, people following, people sharing your idea, that then through something called the noodle, which is, think of as our intelligent algorithm, it's automatically going to launch your crowdfunding campaign, right? And it's what it also is going to do is it's going to send it to everyone on our blockchain, on everyone on our network, and say, listen, this campaign is going to succeed. It's raised 60% of the funds. And if you've done any research on Kickstarter and Indiegogo and everything else, and I talked about this back in 2009, 2010, the reason why crowdfunding fails is campaigns launch too early. There is no such thing on our platform with campaigns launching early, which means this: 99% of campaigns or higher, maybe 100%, are going to succeed. There's going to be no failure. That's why success equals validated idea. The moment an idea starts to validate, the moment it passively crowdfunds, the moment basically the founder is inspired to start writing out the proof of concept, the napkin drawing. Because of that, because of people validating and following, the team is formed. Because of that, the team is there, the soft prototype is formed. Because of that, we launch our first crowdfunding. It goes on and on and on until the idea levels to level 7 in a purely gamified environment, and it launches as a distributed autonomous corporation, which was my open corp with contracts, right? That Stefan describes in his talk. The simple fact is, Ethereum is making my vision possible, and I'm extremely grateful for them for doing it. I'm extremely grateful for them for making it happen. But now it's your turn as an investor to help me launch the sports car, the most important app on Ethereum, called PlayFoundups. So join me, meet my team, and let's save the world together.